bit of tragedy over in Denmark as Christian Eriksen unconscious for what appeared to be a lifetime. We'll talk about that. And of course the result next. That's right, folks, back once again with another match review, looking back at Denmark's match up against Finland over in Denmark out in Euro 2020. We'll get to that in just one second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck have you been, boys? Smash your subscribe button to get your bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Euro 2020 related. Whoa, footballing, we're going to do here. Under one Ruski. That's right, boys. It goes, yes, absolute dramatic scenes over in Denmark as of course, yes, football took a back seat as, of course, one of the greatest players in this tournament collapsed in what appeared to be an absolute horrific scene. We don't really want to elaborate on it too much, but it was absolutely horrible, of course. But for Christian Eriksen, it looks to be good news at the moment. And again, I'm recording this 5:10 Eastern Standard Time over in the US. So as of right here, right now, it looks good. So hopefully it'll continue. We'll talk a bit about that in a minute. We don't really want to play too much into that. We'll just let that sit. Again, if you're new, smash your subscribe, smash your thumbs up, and of course, hit the little bell. So here we go. Let's take a look back at the game if we can anyway and talk about it. Of course, it ended up 1-1. So it ended up 1-0 in the end, of course, going in favour of Finland, the one and only goal. On the second time of asking, of course, the game was abandoned for it wasn't a collision. It was just something freak. I have not really replayed the incident. I've not looked back at it. All I have done, it's left a mental scar in my brain. Absolutely horrible stuff. Eriksen out cold, white as a sheet, CPR, all that kind of stuff. Horrible, horrible, horrible stuff that we should never have to witness in a football game. It was there. It was tragic. I believe the scenario has bettered itself, and Christian Eriksen is hopefully appears to be on the recovery. So thank heavens for that. But the game was halted for this incident, and we all thought it was going to be abandoned and, of course, rescheduled for a later date. But no, a phone call apparently from Christian Eriksen FaceTimed the rest of the team saying, get the game on, get the game back on it, finish it off in my honour. So reluctantly, appears anyway, Denmark and Finland players agreed to continue the match. The fans were still in the stands, of course, packed out venue over in Denmark, but unfortunately it wasn't for the greater good for Denmark. They actually lost this game 1-0. Joel Pohjanpalo with the one and only goal on the 59th minute. So the game did resume. Finland did get back into it. They only had one bloody shot on the whole day, and it went in the back of the net. Joel Pohjanpalo. So yes, they might have won the game, but I think Denmark won the match in the end. Of course, just the fact, the positive news coming out of Denmark, that the Denmark medical specialist, of course, giving us a bit of positive light for what appeared to be an absolute tragedy. Before we go into the review a bit anymore, I've gone back to full screen. Let's give a round of bloody applause for the medical crew that was there. I don't want to see anything like that again. You know, it was horrible. It was shocking. I had to cut the feed for me just because I couldn't stand it. But fair play to the guys. CPR was conducted. I don't know the long and short of it. Had he died for 10 minutes or whatever it is, absolutely shocking that he walked away, eyes open, consciousness, and all that. So let's give them a round of applause. If anything should come out at the end of this, it should be much respect for them. They get underplayed, the old medical crew around the world. Look at them for the COVID issues. But today, whoever they were, they bloody earned their spurs today. Absolutely tremendous job for that. I was stunned. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. And I was just an onlooker. Who the heck knows? The referee, again, fair play to them. It took 3 seconds before he called next the game there, got the medical crew over there. It was absolutely horrific. I don't really want to harp on about it, but yeah, it's something that we don't really want to witness again. But hopefully, it appears Eriksen is on the mend already. So let's keep an eye on that over the course of time. Again, it was a one-sided game. Denmark really deserves something out of it, and it feels kind of a bit of a sucker blow in the end that Finland go away with all 3 points. There was a penalty, which I thought was going to level it up a little bit. I was a little bit caught off guard with my attention, so I wasn't really fully focused. There was 2 games going on at the same time, but it was subsequently missed by the Danes. So 70% possession for the Denmark, 30 for Finland, 22 shots for the Danes, and of course 10 off target. They actually had an 86% pass success rate, the Danes, compared to 68 for the Finns. I've got the hiccups. My emotions carried away with me. 69%. We talked about the possession, and again that whopping 22 shots to the 1 But it only takes one to go in the back of the net. 12 free kicks for Denmark, 9 for Finland, 11 fouls to 12 for Finland, of course. Just one offside, 9 corners for the Danes, but they couldn't make any of the count. There was some consistent pressure early doors from the Danes, but unfortunately they couldn't find the back of the net. Of course, this is the heat map, or not the heat map, but of course the shot grid. As you can see, of course, the Danes represented by the orange, the Finns represented by that one and only, and that one went in the back of the net. That's how tight a margins it was. So these are the heat maps here. Denmark all over the pitch here, absolutely all over. Every blade of grass really covered, except for the back line here. As for the Finns, they were pushed down, pushed back. Hadaki, of course, the goalkeeper for Finland, being kept a very, very busy man, of course. So it is, as you see, a one-sided affair on this one. Let's take a look at how they all lined up. Of course, this is the formation. I'll give you the teams and my ratings in a minute. I'll go over the teams, of course. Let's go with Kasper Schmeichel between sticks for Denmark. Mæhle at the left back, Christensen, Kajar and Was make up a back four. Delaney, Holsberg and Eriksen, of course, in that three-man midfield. Braithwaite, Wind and Poulsen up top. As for, of course, the Finns, they had Herdecki between the sticks, Urunen, Okshagnausi, Aruji, Tavio and Ratalia. Your back five, of course, Glenn Kamara, Tim Sparv and Robin Lod in midfield. Joe Pujana with the goal and Timo Pukki up top. As for, of course, my ratings, I'll give you those right here, right now. I've given each and every one of the Danes a 10. Even though they lost this game, the mentality that was going through their heads that continue this game is absolutely phenomenal that they did that. I really should give Christian Eriksen a 100 just for coming out of that. But absolutely stunned and amazed that these guys returned to the field and their mentality, again, of course, their heart wasn't in it. You know, Christian Eriksen asked them to play, allegedly, and they did it. But I'm giving them 10 just for their mental cojones. A big set of cojones from the Danes, of course. As for the Finns, are going to be a bit more critical for them. Of course, we've got Haraki with an 8. He was the busiest man. Shagnowski with a 7 as well. 6 for Ajuri, 6 for Tavio, 7 for Urunen. Ratali's got 6. Sparv with a 6. Glenn Kamara with a 7. Robin Lod with a 6. Timo Pukki with a 5. I thought he was a bit absent there. And, of course, the goal scorer gets 7, even though he doesn't want to be in the spotlight right now here. Of course, the timeline down here of all the events as well. These were the substitutions. We did see some of them coming on there. Vestergaard, of course, Larsen as well. Cornelius and Skov Olsen did come on. Jensen was the man who did replace Eriksen later, or in, of course, during that incident. As for the Finns, of course, rotating backline. They are in dollar prices. It's okay. With an average age of 26.7 off the bench. As for what's been going on social media, let's take a look then, shall we? Of course, Drunken Sailor said, feel sorry for Eriksen and whole of Denmark. Meanwhile, Anderson said this, Denmark didn't deserve this. Meanwhile, Sue07 said, Denmark won in my book. Meanwhile, Christopher Rodriguez says, well deserved. Poulsen died for the Denmark penalty. Ultimately, justice was served and Finland saved the penalty. Which was a bit harsh, but, you know, did they, okay, they might have deserved, the penalty might have been a bit generous, but, you know what, I think a draw would have probably been fair. To be fair, I thought I would just abandon the game, split the points down the middle. But it's fair play to Finland. They'll, of course, have a real good chance now to get out of the group stages. Boom said this. Yeah, it wasn't anywhere near a penalty. Don't know why VAR didn't intervene. Italy penalty yesterday. Denmark today. Why is VAR even there? Meanwhile, Lubel said this. We feel so bad for Denmark. Why is the game not rescheduled? Indeed, Alex Indy said, sorry, but the Danish players were in no fit state to carry on playing tonight. This put Finland in a massive advantage. Indeed, it did. Billsbo SPL. Real mixed feelings right now from physically feeling sick from the Eriksen situation to being super hyped from Finland's first game and a win in a major tournament. What a roller coaster of a day. Bomb back again. It was a wrong decision to play today. Nobody would be able to focus to the game from Denmark side. Glad Eric is all fine. Don't think they will care about any result coming out of this tournament from now on. Indeed, the real thing is, of course, the fitness of the players and the mentality as well. Well, Finland has won, but we all know Denmark will celebrate. I'm very happy that Eriksen is safe and sound. Health and life has come first, indeed. And Greg Bonus, an extremely tough way to get your first win in a major tournament, but congrats to Finland. What happened with Eriksen is terrible and scary, but he is stable and the team's opted to play today. Nothing should be taken away from Finland today, as we are all happy for Denmark as well. Well, of course, there was a lot of horrific scenes that we all witnessed there today. And yes, Denmark will be just happy to be done with it now, move on, and of course, hopefully, the positive news will keep on going out of the medical department. Of course, this is the group as of right here, right now, including the Belgium result earlier, which of course Belgium did beat Russia. They did take place around about the same time as, of course, with the delay Denmark will go against Belgium next on the Thursday, the 17th of June. A chance for them to respond and maybe show a bit of fight. This group is far from over, of course, and then they'll wrap it up against Russia on the 21st of June. Meanwhile, the Finns will take on Russia next, of course, 16th of June, a point, and they're probably through already. As for, of course, they'll wrap it up with against Belgium on the 21st of June. There you have it, boys and girls. There you have it, of course. The winners today, deep down, gutted, were the Danes, just to get the positive news out of course, the hospital. But, of course, the Finns will take the 3 points and move a little bit closer to getting through the group stages at the first time of asking. Of course, 100% success rate so far. But, of course, again, the Danes playing with a massive cloud over their heads, massive weight on their shoulders, with still the less clarity coming out, of course, of the health and well-being of their main man, the face of the place. It is Christian Eriksen. Hopefully he'll be bounce back ability, and we'll see him very soon. We'll keep our arms crossed, keep praying, of course, fingers crossed and all that kind of stuff. But again, the Finns move on. The Danes are just relieved to get the positive news out of the camp. And that's it, my boys. That is it. We go again. We'll keep an eye on these groups, of course, as and when they come around. Of course, Group B will be back midweek as we head into the new week. But so far, Finns are happy with the 3 points. Deep down, I'm sure they're going to be, just happy to get moving. And of course, we'll see what's going on in the tank for the Danes next time around. That's it, my friends. I'll see you soon. Until the next one, I'm out of here.